Welcome to the 2016 Festival of the Arts. After 30 years at the Myriad Gardens down here we are in our brand new location, Bicentennial Park. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Steves. I'm your MC for this morning's opening ceremonies. Now, being at the Arts Festival means having a good time, and I intend to have a good time this week, and I hope you do too. Now, to start things off, we would like to have a presentation of the colors by the Boy Scout Troop 4, and the singing of our national anthem by Maggie McClure and Shane Henry.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose my stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched burst so gallantly stream. Hail the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner get wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nice round of applause for the Boy Scout Troop 4 and our singers right over here. You all may be seated. You all may be seated for anybody who cares to take a chair. You know, I gotta say, I love this time of year. Spring has sprung. You know, Arts Festival brings the rain, and the farmers need the rain. It's my favorite time of the week downtown. The Thunder are in the playoffs, and I can assure you we're gonna get that one back from last night. And my favorite week around here, just look at all these tents. You have to admit, downtown is looking pretty spectacular these days. A true renaissance is happening. Gone are the days when downtown would roll up their streets at night. If you look around, downtown is alive. Not only is it alive, but it is thriving, thanks to you, all of you, and your generous support of the arts and all the activities that happen down here. So on behalf of the Arts Council, I would like to thank all of you for being here today to celebrate the opening of the 50th anniversary of the Festival of the Arts. Now, let's get busy. We have a number of special dignitaries that I would like to introduce to you. First, Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin. Ooh, okay, you can tell this is live. Okay. Also, Mayor of Oklahoma City, Mick Cornett. We have a number of state officials and members of the City Council and County Commissioners that are here. Could you all please raise your hands so we could recognize you? Anybody out there? Okay. Thank you. And also, thank you to the Oklahoma School for the Deaf for providing the interpreter Tracy Prince this morning. To put on a festival like this, you need an army of volunteers working with the staff of the Arts Council. They've worked thousands of hours on committees and projects over this past year just to bring all of this together. And on top of that list, we have 2 co-chairs that commit not 1, but 2 years of hard work to put all of this together. I know people who can't even commit to something next week, much less for 2 years. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you today 2 hardworking and dedicated volunteers who have been involved with each and every facet of this festival. They have devoted thousands of hours, days, and weeks the past 2 years to bring us to this very moment. So without further ado, the co-chairs of the 2016 Festival of the Arts, Susie Clowers and Kermit Frank.
Wow, you got a bigger hand than the governor. Sorry.
She'll get her turn.
Yeah. I've been married to Dennis too long. I say things like that. Well, welcome to the 50th annual Festival of the Arts, the first rite of spring. Can you believe that we are back here in Bicentennial Park where we started in 1967? With the move, we haven't left anything out. There's still 144 artists. There's still over 200 performers. There's great food. The culinary arts are here. And there is truly something for everybody at this year's festival.
We've been working real hard to continue the 50-year tradition of the festival and keeping everything that you all know and love about the festival intact. And we're just delighted to be here in this wonderful, family-friendly park. Thank you very much.
Through this whole ordeal, Kermit has talked about infrastructure and parking, and I have always talked about food. So we have your favorite Strawberries Newport, the Indian taco, and we've also added some new treats. The Meat Market Refectory is doing lobster sliders at Arts Festival, so you don't want to miss that. And snow s'mores. They make their own graham crackers and they put peanut butter and bananas and bacon on them. So they're lined up on the north and south side of the Civic Center, so you don't want to miss that. Also in the culinary tent, some of the best chefs in the city will be there to demonstrate some great recipes. So stop by there, they give you free samples.
And just a reminder that every bite and every drink and every art purchase that you make supports the Arts Council of Oklahoma City and their mission of bringing the arts and the community together. Proceeds are used to produce community-wide events like opening night, the Sunday Twilight Concert Series, Art Moves, and All Access Arts, an arts education program for children and youth. Each year, the Arts Council of Oklahoma City reaches 1 million people through its events and programs, and it has no doubt that this festival has a positive impact on this community.
And we always have to thank everybody that made this festival possible, that worked with Kermit and I and all the committees over these weeks and months. Most of all, we'd like to thank all the volunteers, the artists, the performers, and to the city, county, and state government. So let's give yourself a hand. And we'd also like to recognize a special group. They're called the Festificios, and these people have co-chaired the Arts Festival in the past. They've encouraged us, they've helped us make this festival what it is today, and all the Festificios, I see you out there, raise your hand so we can appreciate you.
And sponsors help make this thing happen. We'd like to ask the representatives from each of the sponsors to stand as I call your name. But let's start with the big guys. The festival is presented by Devon Energy and MidFirst Bank. Thank you guys very much. The official sponsor of the event is OG&E. Additional support is provided by Chesapeake Energy, Ozarka Water and Coffee Service, Sonic, America's Drive-In, ICG, ImageNet Consulting, The Oklahoman and NewsOK.com, Stanbro Electric, Toucan Productions, Tyler Media, the Kirkpatrick Family Fund, Oklahoma Arts Council, the National Endowment for the Arts, and Allied Arts. Thank you to all our sponsors for your continued support of the arts.
And most importantly, we'd like to thank the over 5,000 volunteers who come out here in the rain and the sun and donate their time. We absolutely could not do it without you. So once again, welcome to the 50th Annual Festival of the Arts.
All that talk about festival makes me want to go get a Strawberries Newport right now. The city of Oklahoma City is such an important partner in making this festival possible. You have electricity, you have tents, you have water, you have stages that all have to be set up. Representing the manpower of this great city, he took a long walk from his office right behind us to get here today. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the mayor of Oklahoma City, Mick Cornett.
Thank you. Yeah, all future events should be here. It makes it really easy. I was reminiscing, like probably many of you, about what it was like when we held the Arts Festival on this site back in the 60s and 70s. I can remember coming to those events, but as I sat here today, I was trying to visualize all of the ways that the site is different today. I think you don't have to look very far. You know, Project 180 has redesigned the streets, and the streets that are now adorn downtown Oklahoma City are some of the most attractive in the country. We have a beautiful art museum that wasn't here in 1966 when we started. We have improved the Performing Arts Center inside the Civic Center. We have obviously improved the Montgomery Ward building. I couldn't tell you, obviously, what was going on in 1966 in that building, but certainly it's better today. And we have people living in this neighborhood today. If you lived here in 1966, you were in jail. Now, there's also just a lot more going on in this city today than there was 50 years ago. This is the third event the governor and I have done today. And we did the basketball game last night. And so one thing after another, people still have a lot of opportunities to go out and do things. They have things to choose from. It is still amazing to me that with all of those options on the table, hundreds of thousands of people are going to choose to come down here and partake and enjoy the arts and the food of the Arts Festival. I think everyone should feel proud that's been a part of the 50 years and the ascension of this event to become one of the arts festivals, best arts festivals in the country. We all are crossing our fingers that the weather improves throughout the rest of the week, and we suspect it will. And that Sunday night we will once again, with pride, talk about another arts festival has come and gone, and the memories that we share, and the art that was exhibited, and the food that we consume. But thank you all for being here today. Bring a friend, bring a family member, and come back later in the week, and I'll see you then.
Thank you, Mayor. You just can't outdress this guy, I'm here to tell you. I think he has more ties than Dean Blevins does. Next up is someone I truly believe has the best interest of the state of Oklahoma in her heart and in her mind. She has to make tough decisions every day. In all her political positions over the years, she has always had what's good for the state of Oklahoma in the forefront. Now, I won't say how long she's been in politics, but back then I had brown hair and a lot more of it. But here she is, looking great, as always. I give to you the governor of the great state of Oklahoma, Mary Fallin.
Good morning. Good rainy morning. Well, at least I think it stopped for a little bit. Thank you, Steve, for that very kind introduction, and thank you for emceeing this event. And to Susie and Kermit, thank you for co-chairing this event, and all your committee members that have been working so very, very hard. I can tell by all the tents, everything that's been put up, the stages, you have done a lot of preparation. We're very, very grateful for that. And Mayor, thank you for all that you do for the city of Oklahoma City. This is truly an exciting time to live in Oklahoma City, don't you think? Yeah. I think it is. Well, we're really proud and excited to be here to open the 50th Festival of the Arts in Oklahoma City. 50 years. You know, I'm very, very grateful for the wonderful vision of so many of our city leaders, civic leaders that worked so very hard 50 years ago to plan something very, very special for our Oklahoma families, our Oklahoma community, and Oklahoma City itself. And we're very grateful that all of you have come out today to support this festival and to partake in all the great things. It's kind of what I would call the rite of spring. When we have the Festival of the Arts, we know that spring has sprung, and when the rain comes, you know it's time for the Arts Festival to be here. But we will have some sunny days real soon too. You know, what makes our city great is having a vibrant culture of art, innovation, creativity, music, dance, food, arts in all forms. It has really transformed Oklahoma City. There is so much to do. As the mayor said, this is our third event just this morning alone, and there are a lot of things happening for the rest of the week. It is remarkable and exciting to see the transformation of our great, great city. But we also know that what's very important is to develop a culture and an atmosphere of creativity, of different cultures, different diversity within our city and in our state, and that's what the Arts Council and the Festival of the Arts does for Oklahoma. When businesses look to locate to a different community or to a different state, they frequently ask, what's there to do for my employees? What's there to do in the community? Do you have museums? Do you have festivals? Do you have music? Do you have dance? Do you have the Philharmonic? Do you have a theater? Do you have different types of art? And we can say yes to all those questions in Oklahoma City, and it really is truly fun and exciting. We also know that for our school children, that they need to develop those young creative minds, and when you have a Festival of the Arts and activities like all the things that are sponsored by the Arts Council, it helps our children develop those creative minds, and that helps them with their math and their science and their social studies and other important topics in their schools, which helps them be future great workers for the state of Oklahoma and our own businesses. It also is about the quality of life, just having a great place to live and work and to raise a family. And so that's what the Arts Festival helps us do by having all these wonderful different activities that we can participate in this coming week. Now, we're in a little bit of a down economy right now, and it's a challenging time for our state. But I read a good piece of news this week, and it talked about how the energy jobs are down, how manufacturing jobs are down, but they said the one sector that is up in employment and job creation right now is leisure and tourism. And for those who may think that, well, the Festival of the Arts is a nice thing, let me tell you, this is important for the growth and the future of our city. I consider us to be a cool city in the United States. A cool place to live, a cool place to work, and a cool place for young millennials that want to start their own families. And for those of us who are enjoying our families, or those of us who may retire in future years, it's a great place to live and a great place to be. But it's all because of your hard work. So as we enjoy the festival this week, please spend some money. We can help turn around my little bit of a budget shortfall. And by the way, Mayor, if you want any other rallies like this in front of City Hall, I'll be happy to send lots of the different groups that are coming to the Capitol right now. They can come talk to you instead of the thousands that come protest at my Capitol. They can come talk to you over here at City Hall. I'm just joking. Not really. But there's some great art out there, some great food. Spend a lot of money, enjoy it, and invite your friends to come out and enjoy the Festival of the Arts. Congratulations.
I took this job just so I could shake their hand, and I'm not going to wash it until at least after lunch. Now, we have one more special item on our agenda, a special presentation, so I'm going to call our co-chairs, Susie and Kermit, back up to the podium.
Drying the rain off of the commemorative posters before we give them to the mayor and to the governor. But anyway, thank you so much for being part of our ceremony, Mayor and Governor Fallin. And thank you for everybody that participated. Spend some money, have a great day.
And on behalf of the Arts Council and the Festival of the Arts, Susie and I give you guys the annual commemorative poster. It's First of Spring by local artist David Holland.
Thank you, Peter DeLisi and the staff of the Arts Council for helping put everything together out here. We'd like to thank everybody for coming. Spend lots of money. And now it's lunchtime, everybody. Let's carry it out with, let's have a little drum or something, as James Brown would say. Give it up for the Thunder Drummers right back here. Have a good day, everybody.